even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Adams, the man in motion left.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Adams, the man in motion left.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow. The Raiders at 9-5 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Carr. Buying time to his left. A pass complete downfield to Renfrow. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
They were already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So problems with the air passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the list last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes part of this is the result of the quarterback is simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call it.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 on the 1.
The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And down he goes. Brought down
15 now on the season. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to fight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to call. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Carr. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a yard or two deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they send some blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
6-18.
Throwing now is Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson, for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. Certainly,
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. First down, Justin Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Call on a nickel set here for third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first and 10, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert just beat the play clock. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. second down. Jacobs once more.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Devine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Just second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught.
And the Raiders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now receiver in motion left.
93.
On second and goal, Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right off and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Derek Carr, 30 yards.
And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. tight end in motion right. One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle with Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Graham. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at the 37-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. They find some open field here.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. Nice move at the 5, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 41. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in for long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Raiders 44, Chargers 17. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Heading into the time as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
The partner has no idea what the top speed is, what's high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.